Hi everyone, welcome back to Be Rich. It's me, Vinod, back at it. Today I wanted to talk about the oil industry. It was in the news recently, thanks to what's happening with Israel and Iran, and other opportunities there. The price suddenly was very volatile for crude. It shot up, and then now it's cooled off as soon as Trump said the war is over and peace is going to be there upon us again. So that led to oil cooling off, and I thought it was a great time to talk about oil because another piece of news also came in, rumors I would say, about Shell eyeing British Petroleum, BP. Of course, the Shell CEO has come out saying, no, this is all rumors, I'm not even considering it. So I thought I'd deep dive into Shell. Is Shell a company you should be considering in investing? If you should be considering it, if it's at the price where we consider it at value. But before I get into that, I would love to, of course, get through your comments first. Wazir loves everyone. Thanks Wazir. I'm really glad you're enjoying the content, and I appreciate support as always. You've been very vocal and you've been very consistent in your comments, so I really appreciate that. Chitra Rajaraman 1A39. You're also very welcome. You've also been very consistent in giving comments and feedback, so I really appreciate it. And do keep working and learning. Tirunelveli Kato and City Suresh. Thank you guys. You're in my fan club supposedly. I didn't know I had one, but I'm honored to have fans. And of course, KT Prakash Kumar seems very upset. He says, Porambok Bhaiya, who runs YouTube in Tamil Nadu, doesn't speak English. I guess you're upset that I'm not speaking Tamil, is what I'm trying to probably get at. You're trying to get at. I understand that. We have many channels. We have Tamil channel. Of course, MoneyPechu is there. It's a huge channel. Anand is there. And we do talk in Tamil. So I don't see any reason that everything must be the same language. And if you do prefer Tamil content, tune in over there. This, I'm trying to keep it English because we're trying to cater to non-native Tamilians too, and people from around the world. So we're trying to broaden our horizon, and I hope that you also try and broaden your horizon. And end of the day, we're all Porambokus, man. I don't understand where the insult is in that, calling me Poramboku Bhaiya. I'd rather wear that with honor. You can call me Poramboku, I don't mind. Of course, Massive Ajay seems to have stepped into this and he seems to be defending me. I appreciate the support, Ajay, but let's keep things positive. Everyone here has learned, even Porambokus like me are trying here to learn and improve ourselves. So it's okay. I'm happy you're backing me up. Stay calm and let's be friendly. It's okay. People can have varied opinions, and I deeply appreciate even negative comments. We have all something to learn from this. It's okay. And Guru Smile says, underrated channel, dude. Keep going. I like this casual, cool. Thanks, Guru. Thanks a lot, buddy. I'm very happy that you're enjoying this. Varun MJ is asking, what do you mean suffer Indent Bank? I meant the removal from the major indexes due to what's happening. I did speak about Indent Bank in great length on the Instagram reel. So do catch that there, and that'll explain what I was talking about in Indent Bank. There's nothing to worry about in Indent Bank. That's what I'm basically trying to say. So today about Shell. Shell is not a new company. It has its founding, its roots way back in 1833, and by Marcus Samuel, importing and exporting and selling seashells. That's where the logo Shell actually comes from, and its modern form became a transport trading company and the Royal Dutch Petroleum. All that. There's a lot of great history about Shell. So I don't want, this is not Shell history video, but Shell is a very old company with a lot of history, and you should really get into it if you're a history buff. I strongly suggest reading about it. It is great. It's a great company. So why it's come into the news is, of course, like I said in the onset, about the oil price and what's happened with the oil, and also, of course, the rumor that there may be trying to pick up BP Petroleum, acquire it. Of course, Shell has come out firmly denying any takeover calls, saying it's purely market rumors, it's speculation, and they remain focused on their performance and share buybacks and their large acquisitions which they're working on. And even their CEO has come and said this stance, said there is no way that they have such a high bar for acquisitions, they will not be touching something like BP. There is a potential, the reason why the rumor started is because that kind of a consolidation would make this a European superpower in terms of in the industry, and it'll be able to better compete with people like Exxon and Chevron in the US. And the asset is complementary. BP is upstream. It has Castrol lubricants, hydrogen projects that could boost Shell's strong LNG and oil production. In the arbitrage, BP is trading significantly cheaper, and it's a target for value unlocking as far as analysts see. But there are some real big risks involved in such a takeover, and that is the huge debt PP is carrying. It has over 60 billion pounds, sterling pounds in debt, and absorbing this kind of debt for Shell would prove to be a tremendous strain, and it will dilute its balance sheet, which is very strong, and dilute its metrics, which are also very strong. Then, not to say the regulatory scrutiny this will be brought under. You all remember what happened with Standard Oil in the US 100 years ago. There will be, after that, this kind of monopoly antitrust suits are always there, and it will not only be in Europe, it will be in UK, it will be in the US, where they'll have to prove their case, and this will be impossible to get through all those hurdles, plus the integration complexities, the operation overlapping, and executing such a merger would be such a risk to do. But that aside, let's talk about Shell itself. I think Shell is a great company. Its last quarter, if you look at it in terms of its results, its earnings have shown strong earnings at $5.6 billion. Its cash flow from operations also is great, and it's a solid business. And they've nicely pivoted themselves into renewable energies and renewable energy solutions. They've completed an acquisition of Pavilion Energy, which is strengthening their LNG trade, which is liquid natural gas. They've divested assets in Nigeria and Singapore, so they've optimized their portfolios. And the company announced a $3.5 billion share buyback program over 3 months, continuing to show discipline in capital allocation and being consistent and strategic in this approach. And the financial health of Shell has been consistently profitable with stable earnings in the last 12 months, right? It has earned $16.09 billion in profits and has a revenue of $284 billion. And its debt to equity ratio is very low, 26%, which is well below the threshold of 1, indicating a very strong balance sheet. The interest coverage ratio is also very healthy at 13.5x, showing that it can strongly service its debt. There's no problem in that, and has always had a positive cash flow, consistently in generating cash flow. And even in quarter one, the free cash flow stands at $5.3 billion, and the full year free cash flow stands at $39.5 billion. The net debt stood at $4.5 billion in quarter one, and it's been manageable given everything. And in terms of red flags, what does Shell have? There are no history of losses, no inconsistency in profitability in recent years. Earnings per share and profitabilities have been stable. No significant decline can be flagged. Debt levels are moderate and decreasing over the last 5 years. That means they're managing it very well. No major scandals have been involved in the management, which is great news. The company is actively pivoting its investment towards renewable energy and solutions. So these are not even red flags. I'm not able to find a red flag which I would say we should be looking at this red flag. So if you see a red flag which I've not mentioned, put it in the comments. I would love to hear. In terms of value metrics, if you look at the PE ratio, it stands at 12.38, which is very reasonable compared to its peers and the energy sector as a whole. And the PEG ratios looking negative because of the what we call decline in earnings per share, but it's still very attractive if you look at the cash flow, the dividend yield, which is at 4.15%. Its price to book is at 1.12. That means it's very fairly valued. I would say at this current price, Shell would be a great buy. Only thing is the price where Shell is at. In terms of price, it is trading at 2,566 sterling pounds. And that is a lot of money. Are you looking at it? Is a question which I leave to you. In terms of looking at it in discounted cash flow, so where is it trading in terms of price? It's trading at 2,563 sterling pounds, which is a lot of money. If you look at it from our point of view, saying in India. And in terms of discounted cash flow, I would say it's at 2,350. Relative value, I would say it's at 10,630. So the intrinsic value of Shell right now would be around 6,487 pounds, around 60% lower than its intrinsic value. And looking at historical price and intrinsic value, the separation, and how it's been trading the last 5 years, it's not looking attractive if we look at it historically. But I think it's a great company even compared to 5 years where it's been, because it's been delivering robust quarterly growths recently, and the strong cash flow and its capital allocation, and looking at its balance sheet, I would say it is a great company if you're looking at it to owning to 5 to 10 years. So tell me what you think. Is Shell on your radar? Is it on your list? Have you been looking at Shell? Or would you prefer Chevron, like I did a previous video on, or Exxon? Let me know what is your thoughts on the oil industry as a whole. There are a lot of people who do debate about the oil industry in the days of electric vehicles coming and EV vehicles, that the oil industry may not have such a strong position as it used to have. But what a lot of people fail to realize is oil industry is more than just petrol and diesel and aviation fuel also. Oil industry is there. Petrochemicals are used in everything from plastics to all kinds of lubricants. Even if you have electric vehicles, they require lubricants. Anything that's moving will require lubricants, and that's where petrochemicals comes in. So even in food, even in drugs, petrochemicals are present. So think about it. I don't think oil industry is going to evaporate and die just because we stop filling gas in our petrol tanks. I would love to hear your opinion about that too. Is the oil industry on its way out? I don't think it is on the way out. Would love to hear your opinion on that too. Thanks for watching Be Rich. I hope you enjoyed the video today. And do keep your comments coming. Even if it is hate, I don't mind. I understand frustrations. If you're hoping to understand this in English and you're finding it difficult and you wish I would speak in Tamil, I'm sorry. But we do have Tamil channels, like I said, on the onset. You can go catch this, and that is of great quality, the content provided there by Anand. I can't even match what Anand is doing. So you are better off watching his videos in Tamil. So thanks for being with me today. I do wish you a wonderful day and a wonderful evening as always. See you tomorrow with another one. Have a great evening. Bye.